Tequila Jefe coming at you with an H. All my peeps, how are you been? Happy New Year. 2026 is going to be awesome because y'all are awesome. I want to thank everybody for subscribing to my channel, all my new peeps just this last week. Thank you very much. And then for anybody watching this too, give me a thumbs up, like it, shout it out to all your peeps. So I was a little remiss last year, didn't do as many reviews, but I did try a bunch of tequilas. So this is my New Year's resolution to try to bring you guys some more reviews. And there's some great tequila out there. I'm excited tonight to share with you one of my favorite tequilas that I stumbled on last year. And it's really kind of been my go-to tequila. I knew it was a woman-owned, all-women team ran distillery, but I did a little deeper dive on it. But I want to bring you La Gritona, or the Screamer, as it says. Okay, this is an amazing tequila. I liked it from the very beginning, and it's as you can see, it's not a freshly opened one like some of the other reviews that I do. So let me tell you a little bit about La Gritona. Okay, first of all, it's important because I think a lot of my followers and a lot of the people I talk to like additive-free tequila. And this is an additive-free tequila. So double thumbs up for that right away. So let me tell you a little bit about it. I've got some notes here because I want to make sure that I tell you the story the right way, best possible. So Meli Barajas Cardenas, back in the 1990s, was a teacher, and she was a clothing designer. Excuse me. And her dad actually loved tequila and wanted to get into the business, became pretty interested in how to go about doing it, and had this vision that she is going to produce her own tequila and she's going to do it all natural. So they chose an area in Mexico. Excuse me. It's in the high mountains. So this is high mountain blue Weber agave that they're growing, and they're growing it for 9 to 10 years in order for it to get to the sugar content at a very high level sugar content. So that's kind of the key. Let me just kind of back up a little bit for maybe some people that aren't familiar with the total process, and I'll do the quick elevator pitch. A blue Weber agave is the agave plant that they use to make tequila. There's a lot of other different agave plants, but the blue Weber is specific to making tequila, all right? The higher it's grown in the mountains, it usually has some different notes to it. We'll talk about that here in a minute. But aging it for 9 to 10 years allows that plant to get to the full sugar content. And that's the key to distilling some great tequila, is not harvesting that plant too soon. You're not going to get the sugar content to it. So the whole team. And also too, I want to tell you, if tequila has to be made in Jalisco, Mexico. There's a couple other nearby regions that are kind of real close to Jalisco in order for it to be called tequila. You can't make it in Texas. You can't make it in Hawaii and call it tequila. All right. They call it spirits. The production, the way they do it, this is roasted in clay ovens for 24 hours, and it's actually steamed in those ovens, and then it's rested for another 24 hours, and then it's ground up. Okay, they don't use a Tohono stone. A Tohono stone is a kind of a classic big stone that they use to grind it up. They actually just use a steel grinder and grind it up, and then they distill it in stainless steel vats. Okay, and they do that for about 6 to 10 days, right around there. Make sure I got the numbers on that because it's important, the amount of time it's distilled. That's correct. So then they also double distill it. So then they distill it again. And the cool thing is that then they rest it in American whiskey barrels, Jack Daniels, and there's another one. I'm not a big whiskey guy. Balcones. Okay, so those are the two whiskey barrels that they. But what they do is they'll continue to repurpose and reuse those whiskey barrels for multiple batches because Melly doesn't want to have those strong whiskey notes. She wants to get kind of distill out a lot of the or age out a lot of the traditional notes that you find in upper high mountain agave, which is more vanilla-y, a little bit more peppery. This is more of a vegetable, how she describes it, a more of a vegetable tasting tequila, so that so you really taste the agave, and I think that's what I love. It's a lot lighter. I've got it on a light right now, and here, let me just remove it from the light and bring it a little closer. And the bottle is recycled. They use only recycled glass. I think that's awesome. We're recyclers. But it's a very light color for a reposado. And that was the whole idea. She was just wanting to be able to tone out some of those notes that you typically find in a whiskey aged reposado and get it closer to a Blanco. But yeah, I just say it's just really an amazing tequila. So let me see. You can find it internationally. This is pretty cool. So it's in Australia, it's in Canada, it's in Europe, it's in South Africa, and it's in Taiwan. If anybody is a subscriber in Taiwan, go to Alley Cat's Pizza. They have La Gritona at Alley Cat's Pizza in Taiwan. So there you go. Let's go dive into it. Let's go do it. So hope all you have been doing well. So the price point for La Gritona, I'm pretty much getting it at my local liquor store for $50. I've seen it for higher, but I think 50, and it's pretty solid. All right, I'll just tell you that right now. I have kind of gravitated towards more reposados here in the last maybe couple years. I went through a phase where I just started doing añejos and extra añejos, and I'd never had them before, and they were awesome. But I've kind of gravitated to more reposados. As you have probably seen some of my other tequila reviews, the Alma del Jaguar, amazing reposado as well. Let's go. So the first thing, so the notes are subtle, and that was Melly's intent, is to have very subtle notes on the tequila. It's got nice legs on it. You know, a lot of the wine drinkers out there, you know, you kind of stir it a little bit, you can kind of see the legs, and so it's got some nice legs on it. Really nice. Subtle notes. Very pleasing to the nose. Let's go. Smooth on the palate. This one maybe was a recent, because I do get a little pepper on this, a little bit of hint of pepper in it. Just really smooth, but it doesn't go away. It's a complex reposado. If there's my peeps out there, there's some tequilas that you just sip and it's just gone. It just disappears from your palate. It might be sweet and just goes away. This does not. It's a nice linger. And it does have that more of a fruity kind of a flavor to it as well, but not fruity. I mean, just good agave, well done tequila. You know, it's just a great tequila. Melly and all of the team out there, well done. Maybe I'll be able to get her on my channel one of these days. That would be pretty cool. I've got a lot of exciting stuff coming at you. So what else can I tell you about this? NOM number 1533, just so you know, all tequila has a special NOM number, and it tells you about where that tequila is made. You can go look to see what other tequilas are distilled at those particular distilleries. This is all done under one roof, so it's all, none of it's sourced out there. It's all done just by Mel and her team at La Gritona, the Screamer Tequila. Just excited about you guys trying this out. Let me know what you think. Hit my channel up. I want to hear your comments. And until next time, Tequila Jefe with an H is out.